Hey there, I'm here to review the book Vulnerability as the Road to Change for you. Now, this book was actually very inspiring. I didn't go in with very high expectations, but I'm very glad that I read it because it actually changed my mind on a lot of things as I was reading it. It's such an inspiring novel because it really did inspire me to want to be more vulnerable and be more open about myself, because the way that the author describes it is as enlightenment, as in a freeing and a letting go, and although she does use the word vulnerability a lot, I believe it can lead to a whole lot more than that. And I just thought that it was so interesting to read this novel, to hear about her own journey and how becoming more vulnerable really did change her life. It was really well written, it was high quality. Sometimes I did think some phrases did get repetitive, but aside from that, I just thought it was a really well written book, and I don't usually like reading biographies or autobiographies, but I was able to enjoy this book, which definitely says something about the writing and how well it was written. I also could relate it to my experience because she mentions one of the best ways to become more vulnerable is to go travelling by yourself and just open up and take advantage of that situation. And one of the things I did 2 years ago now was go to China by myself as a 15-year-old, and I had to be vulnerable. I had to ask people for help. I was being amongst strangers that I'd never met before in a country I'd never been to before that was halfway across the world from where my family was. It was a pretty big change, and it really did change me, made me more confident, made me more vulnerable now that I think about it. So I can tell you that the advice she gives you really does work, and as well as that, she also supplies a 30-day challenge to be more vulnerable at the end of the book, and you can take it at your own pace. And I thought that was such a brilliant inclusion because it involves the reader into doing what they've read about so that they can take the steps that they need to be more vulnerable and to become a better person themselves. So I really have to say that this book was really well written. It was so interesting. I loved reading it, and I would be inspired and wanting to read more books by this author because she really just shows you how you can get out there and become the best possible person. And she addresses all the themes, so she goes through your body, your mind, your energy, your appearance, how you respond to others, how you respond to feedback. It really did cover all the points that you could possibly think of, which also made it very good in my book. Really enjoyed this book, and I can't wait to read another one by her. Thanks for watching.